warm good afternoon to all of you. I welcome you all in digital class of biology. Dear students, today I would like to end the chapter ecosystem with our last topic, that is nutrient cycle. But before that, I would like to motivate you all with the beautiful sayings of Lord Krishna. Dear students, see how beautifully he is saying that whatever you do, make it an offering to me. Okay, the food you eat, the sacrifices you make, the help you give, and even your sufferings. Okay, see how beautifully he is saying that you need to offer everything to me, the food you eat, okay, the sacrifices you make in your life, and whatever help you give to others. Okay, and at last he is saying that even your sufferings, and in return he is only asking you to work very hard, to work with full devotions. Okay, so I hope so that you've got an idea behind this beautiful thought. Okay, so with this I would like to start with my today's topic, that is nutrient cycle. What is cycle, students? Cycle is something from where it has been started, it will end up at the same point. Yes or no? So here we will study that how your different nutrients, they undergo cyclic movement. Understood? So here, students, there are nearly about 30 to 40 elements, okay, that are required for the proper growth and development of living organism. By living organism, I mean to say it can be your animals, it can be your plants, okay. And most importantly, if I talk about, they are your carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, okay, potassium, nitrogen, sulfur, calcium, iron, magnesium, boron, zinc, chlorine, molybdenum, cobalt, iron, okay, and fluorine. Clear? What happen here, these elements, they flow from abiotic to biotic components, okay, and then again it back to the non-living component. Again it can be in less or more quantity, but it will return back, okay, and this is actually known as nutrient cycle. The another name of your nutrient cycle is biogeochemical cycle. Okay, there are three type of biogeochemical cycle, that is hydrologic cycle, which will include your water cycle. Second is your gaseous cycle. Under gaseous cycle we will study about carbon, okay, and third is your sedimentary cycle. Under sedimentary cycle we will study about phosphorus. Clear to all? As these two are only in your syllabus. So dear student, first I would like to talk about your gaseous cycle. Okay, why it is known as gaseous cycle? Because the reservoir, okay, is in the air. That is what is known as gaseous cycle. Okay, and if it is sedimentary cycle, means the reservoir is in the rocks or is in the sediments. Understood? We see that carbon is there in your atmosphere in the form of carbon dioxide. Okay, so I think that you have got an idea that why the cycles are known as gaseous cycle and sedimentary cycle, because the reservoir, okay, the things which ever left, it is in air and it is in rock. Clear? In case of your sedimentary cycle. Without going much into the theory, okay, I will just explain you the carbon cycle through this flow chart. Okay, what happened, we all know that carbon dioxide is there in your atmosphere, okay, then this carbon dioxide is taken up by your producers and perform photosynthesis. Okay, it can also move to your water, okay, and it can also move from your lime rock, as your lime rock is made up of calcium carbonate, from there it will move into your water. Okay, it can also move through respiration, which is done by your producers, consumers, or decomposers. Clear? After that, the death of consumers, okay, with the help of decomposers, okay, they will release carbon dioxide and it will go to your atmosphere. Okay, the death of these will form peat, rock, oil, carbon dioxide, rock. Okay, and then these will undergo combustion, weathering, volcanic eruption, and this will again add carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. So in this way, from where it has been started, okay, like this, again it ended up at the same point. So I hope so that you have got an idea. Okay, you can practice it by your own self also. I'll give you 2 minutes. Just think. If there is any doubt, do call me. um, Take one point as your initial point. Okay, for example, I have taken this carbon dioxide as my initial point, so in that way you can take any point. Okay, you can take this also as your initial point according to your understanding. Okay, because it is a cycle, it can start from anywhere but it will end at the same point only. Okay, so I hope so that you have got an idea about your carbon cycle. Second is your phosphorus cycle, and it is an example of your sedimentary cycle. Okay, why? Because the reservoir is in the rocks. Clear? We understand this cycle with this flowchart which is given in your NCERT book. Okay, see here student, what happened here. I have told you that reservoir is in the rocks. Okay, so it is there. This rock will undergo weathering. Okay, means it will break down and it will add soil to an area. Understood? And then we need to add nutrient into this soil. How the nutrients would be added? With the help of this detritus. What is this detritus? It is the dead organic matter. And how this dead organic matter will be there in your soil? When your consumers and producers, they will die. Okay, they will add organic matter into the soil. Clear? Also your consumer can have producers and can increase its organic matter, and then it will undergo a detritus in the form of detritus. Okay, and in that way then finally nutrients will be added, or phosphorus is added into your soil solution. Okay, and then again it is taken up by your producers. So you can start your cycle either from here or you can either start from here. Okay, but ultimately it will end up at the same. Okay, for example, how? See here, phosphorus has been taken up by your producer, and then again this producer will be taken up by your consumer. It will become a detritus, then again it will add it into the soil, then again the process will continue, again the process will continue, again the process will continue. Okay, so in this way your phosphorus cycle is also finished. I hope so that you have understood. So with this I have ended this chapter. Okay, and if still there is any query, don't hesitate to ask. Okay, as I'm already ready to with you. Okay, 24/7. Okay, thank you so much.